Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. In association with nerdaddiction.com. You are fucked.
Oh, hey, look, it's Merman!
You suck. So how's old Skeletor doing these days? Actually, he's doing pretty good. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today I've got a bunch of parts that actually make up the Collect and Connect, a Trench Warrior from the DC Multiverse Aquaman movie set. Now I've taken a look at all the other figures in the wave. Let's go ahead and look back and see which was the best, and well, which one was at the bottom of the heap. So the bottom of the heap has got to go to Mira. This was a disappointing figure. While I love the paint job on the figure, I think the costume's very pretty. Accessory hands are really bad. I could only get the one to work, and the painted hand looks terrible. The hips were really loose, and it's just kind of hard to stand. So that's why, unfortunately, she's going to rank at the bottom of the list, and it's a bit of a disappointment. Number 3 is going to go to the title character, which is a bit unfortunate. While I really like the paint on the gloves and the boots, overall it just doesn't capture the essence of the actor to me, and those shoulders just look really, really bad. It's just, they could have done a lot better, and that's why he's number 3. My number 2 pick, surprisingly, is going to go to the Ocean Master, Orm. I thought he was going to rank a lot lower on this list, but once I actually got the figure out of the box, it's solid. It looks good, it's hefty, it looks like it could fit into a comic book collection and into the movie collection, so all around, pleasant surprise, and that's why he's number 2. And my number 1 pick for this collection is going to be Black Manta. I mean, this was the reason I even got the set to begin with. I went ahead and got the other figures just to make the Trench Warrior, but this is a great looking figure. It's heavy, it's got great articulation, I love the turbines on the back. The paint job is very clean, very cool. Again, this is a figure that can go into a comic book collection, it could go into a movie set collection. It rivals the DC Icons and other Legends figures that you'd buy at the comic book store. I mean, just all around, I love this figure, and that's why it's number 1, top of the heap. So yeah, that's it. The worst figure being Mira, and the best figure, of course, being Black Manta. So let's go ahead and put together the Trench Warrior here and see what we think about that. Here we have the Collect and Connect put together, and this thing is pretty rad looking. I am digging him. Very cool. I would like to get an army of these, but Lord, you'd have to get a lot of figures. Probably the most difficult part about this was getting the head on there. That ball socket just didn't want to go in there, so be aware of that. It goes, but it's a tight fit. Now, as far as articulation on this guy, let's take a look here. So his head does move around, it goes up and down. I like how he's got an articulated jaw. That is very cool. He's got a diaphragm joint that goes back about that far, doesn't hardly go forward at all. He's got a twist at the waist right there. His arms do go up. There's a twist at the upper arm. He's got a single jointed elbow that I believe has a twist. Yep, does have a twist. His hands are on a hinge and they twist as well, so that's pretty cool. His legs kick that far forward. They don't kick hardly at all back. They do go out really far. A little bit of gappage there in the legs, but not too bad. He's got a twist at the upper leg. He's got a double jointed knee, which is nice. Didn't expect that. He's got the hinge joint at his foot, and he's got that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love! With this being his widest possible stance with both feet still flat on the floor. The odd thing is they seem to go outward instead of inward, but that's probably because of the way he's got the kind of weird back hinge legs, but it's still impressive that he's got that. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, the paint and sculpt work on this is really, really cool. I love all the detail, the little veins and the fins. The fact it's got the articulated jaw was a nice little bonus I did not expect. But lots of nice paint detail, the red and then kind of the gray wash in those fins. Look very cool, especially on the back of the figure there. It just looks really, really nice, and it looks very, very evil and vile, and, well, something you would find down in the trenches of the deep, deep ocean. But yeah, overall, I gotta say, I think they did a great job with it, and it looks damn cool. Now taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, all the fins, the paintwork, the sculpt looks really nice. He's got the fins coming off of his arms. The big three-fingered claws with the black nails look nice. The way the chest is kind of ribbed out there looks cool. Just all around, a great sculpt, a great-looking monster from the deep, and there's just something about the fins I really like on this figure. It almost kind of reminds me of the throwback to, the Beast Wars Mutant, where it was like a fish and a mosquito. I think it's Transquito or something, I don't know. But if for some reason it reminds me of that, and I just love it to death. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, again, we get the fins on the back, looking cool, sculpt great. The paintwork is really nice. He's got the little black toenails there. His legs kind of hunch back, giving him kind of an animalistic kind of look, because, well, it's a fishman thing. It stands pretty well for the most part, but sometimes getting him in particular poses is kind of challenging because of the way those bottom ankles work, but overall, I mean, it's pretty stable. For comparison, here we have the Trench Warrior next to Aquaman and Black Manta, and he's probably the second coolest figure in the wave. I think I like him almost as much as I do Black Manta. I don't know, I like the Black Manta figure a little bit better, but he's definitely damn cool. So is the DC Multiverse Collect and Connect Trench Warrior from the Aquaman movie something that you want in your DC collection? You know, if you like the Collect and Connect stuff, this is definitely one to pick up. I think it's one of the better figures that I've gotten so far from the DC Multiverse line, and I like it. If you're a fan of the Aquaman movie, you're probably going to want this. As a standalone figure, it is cool. I don't know that you would place it in Aquaman unless you've seen the movie. This could easily be a monster in about any kind of film that you would see with something of the deep, and I like that. So there he is, the Trench Warrior from Aquaman by DC Multiverse and Mattel.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.